Hi, I'm Janet Skates, and I'm here today in my studio with some questions from the Seaside Community Charter School in Atlantic Beach, Florida. There are over 500 kids there in grades 1st through 8th that have been studying my artwork and doing some of their own fabulous artwork inspired by some of my paintings, and I am just thrilled to be here and to read their questions and answer them here on the video. And I'm going to share this video on my IGTV as well, because there are a number of schools in Australia doing similar studies and some in the Middle East, so that way everyone can enjoy your questions and answers. Okay, so I'm gonna dig right in. What is your favorite color? You started with like the most difficult question for me to answer. My favorite color is magenta. Magenta is my favorite color, and it's actually like pomegranate. If you know what a pomegranate looks like, I love pomegranate. I love pinks and reds. I am a warm color person, like I tend to like the warm colors, but I love every color, and I use absolutely every color I can come up with in my paintings. Is your art a full-time job? It is a full-time job. While I don't have set hours, like a set schedule from 8 to 5 or something like that, it is a full-time job. And when I'm not painting, I do other things as well. I help take care of my website. I answer tons of emails and fun questions, but yours are more fun, but tons of questions and comments and things like that. I ship artwork. So I have other things, that are components to my art business as well. How did you start painting? Well, I started painting probably in high school. My mom took a class at a local art shop, and I ended up working there part-time while I was in school. And I learned some toll painting there. Prior to that, that would be my first real experience with painting beyond school. But I started with coloring books as a child, and coloring was my favorite activity growing up. I absolutely love to color. So I've been creating, my whole life. I used to doodle in school. In fact, my friends from school still remember that. I did a lot of doodling in school. How old are you? How old do you think I am? I would like to know that. I am 53 years old. I was born in 1966. How do you get the ideas for what you paint? I don't really start with an idea of what to paint. I start with color, and that's it. I just start with color. A lot of times I start with pencils and then paint and mix that up, and so I sometimes come with a palette in mind, with a color palette in mind, but I don't actually have like a vision of what the painting is going to look like. Very rarely do I ever have anything in my mind, unless I'm painting an animal or flowers, something like that. Do you pick a theme or subject? No. I usually, unless I'm doing like an animal, I'll have a subject like that. A theme, though, I have been planning to do a series of Oklahoma landscapes. I'm from Oklahoma, and so I've been wanting to do a series of Oklahoma landscapes. So that might be a theme, and that's a good question. Let's see. Do you ever paint anything realist? Occasionally I do a little realist work, again, with like the animals or something like that, but mostly not. I've practiced and I know how, and I've taken lots of classes and things, so I do know how to do that. It's just not my favorite thing. Do you ever mess up? Yes, I mess up all the time, lots, but I don't think of it as messing up. I think of it as practice. It's practice. You have to mess up to paint something fabulous. Messing up is how you learn and how you practice. And so mess ups, I don't ever cover up my work. Like if I'm painting on a canvas or paper piece and I get to a place and I don't like it, I don't cover it up with white or anything and then redo it, like start all over. I just continue layering on top of what I've been working on. That adds to the character in the piece. It's part of the story. It builds on texture. It alters the color, the layering. So don't think of it as messing up. Think of it as a practice and layering. Yes. How many paintings have you painted? Oh my goodness. Thousands. All kinds. All kinds. Yes. Goodness gracious. And everyone is not my favorite. So, you know, and some I've painted over, but that's how you get good at what you do, is by practicing. Let's see. Do you have a favorite painting of your own? I do. I have one painting that I just love. And I have one that just sold that I love. It's called Cat Scratch Fever, and I absolutely love it. And I was gonna hang it in my home, and it sold. And so I'm getting ready to ship it off, but it's going to a wonderful lady and a wonderful home. So I'm excited. My other favorite, I took a picture of it here, a screenshot so that you could see it since I'm reading your questions on my iPad. Is this one. I love this. Oh, can you see that? The light's really wonky. Hold on, there. Oh, I'm gonna tilt it. It's because I've got sunlight coming in here, I think. Oh, you can't really see it. Well, okay, well, go on Instagram and you can find it, I bet. Maybe you can find something similar, but that's my favorite. I'm sorry you can't see it right now. I'm up in my studio and I've got all the windows open and it's really bright. So let's go back to the questions. Let's see. Okay. Got him. Okay. Did you have a favorite painting or artist? Yes, Van Gogh is probably my favorite artist, but I have so many. Gosh, there are so many artists living and those that have died that I just find their work so inspiring. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's so many. The classics, Klimt, Monet, there's just so many, and current artists that I just love. Whenever I'm in a city, anywhere, a larger city, I go to the art galleries. I love to visit art galleries, and that's very inspiring. So I urge you, if you're anywhere out and about and you have places to go see local art or art galleries, definitely do it. It keeps you inspired and new ideas to try in your own work and things like that. It's really, really fun. Do you use all of the elements of art, and what's your favorite? Yes, I use all the elements of art, and my favorite would probably be color, and texture would probably be my second favorite. But they all work together. In my mind, they all work together, and studying those, you know, as I work, a lot of it is intuitive. So, but having the knowledge base allows you more freedom to work and to anticipate kind of, you know, your steps in your next direction. So a knowledge base is very, very helpful, and I'm constantly studying and learning, and I take classes from artists and read books, lots of books. I love to read. I love to read, and I love to garden, and I love my cats, and so I have fun doing all those things. But yes, continue to build your knowledge base. How many paintings have you sold? Oh my goodness, I don't know. Hundreds. Lots of paintings. I've sold a lot of paintings. I used to sell smaller works, and then I started into bigger pieces, and I love to paint. 3 foot by 3 foot is probably my favorite size. I love 4 by 4s and bigger. Yeah, but I really enjoy 3 or 4 feet by 4 feet. That's a really good size to paint. So I've gotten into painting bigger, and enjoying that a lot. Where has your art been displayed? You know, it's been displayed in places around Tulsa, where I live, and I have a gallery in Spain that I partner with, and that's it. I think that's pretty much everywhere that it's been. Most of my work is online, and so it's a different world today that people worldwide can find paintings online instead of always having to see it in person. So that's been really fun to be able to sell all over the world. I have paintings in Europe and all over Europe, and Australia is a huge clientele in Australia, Jakarta, Singapore, lots of places. So that's fun. Do you use another medium besides paint? I use lots of different tools along with my paint. I use Posca paint pens a lot. A lot of my fine detail work is with Posca pens. I use Stabilo black, and it's a like a aquarelle water activated pencil. I use that in every work that I create. Crayons are kind of like a water pastel. Oil sticks, Sennelier oil sticks, I love those, they're wonderful. So I use, different tools like that, but my basic is paint. That's my basic is I stick with paint. So those are some answers to fun questions. And if you have any more, send them to me. I'll be happy to answer. I hope that your studies are going well. The photos that you have sent me are so fun, and I love them. And I want to thank you so much for taking time to reach out to me, and to your teacher, Christine. Thank you for corresponding with me and for doing this for your kids. Have a great day.